You are now listening to After the Buzzer, a weekly podcast about the National Basketball Association, keeping you up to date on the most popular trends and stories within the league and everything basketball. Now, here are your hosts, Shomer El Ben Yisrael and Joshua Counts. Man, what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on, let me take my hood off real quick. It's a little bit cold in here, but I ain't.
It's so bright. That light. It's so bright. My eyes.
I ain't gonna lie. That remind me of that SpongeBob moment when he was like, ball, my eyes. I'm like, oh man.
With King Neptune.
Yeah, with King Neptune, they started wailing on it, and it's crazy.
There you go, Cam already. Cam early there. Shout out Cam, bro. Cam early today. Yeah, appreciate you, Cam.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the After the Buzzer podcast. Hold up, After the Buzzer with your host ATB Show, aka Show Diggity, aka Show what you want call it. You feel me? And I'm here with my main man ATB Josh. He is here in the. One day I'm gonna draw a square, but he in the building. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start drawing the whole ass trapezoid. I was like in the building, and it's like it ain't go straight. It made a curve, like it made a little curve angle there.
Josh building fucked up right now.
Hey, but I'm not an engineer. I didn't go to college for engineering. Like that's Mo. Mo did that. Mo was the college for engineering, bro. Yeah. I got a story about that too. He was originally supposed to go to Rome, but
oh really? Oh yeah.
He was originally supposed to go wrong. But they have. I don't think the engineer. I think he told me the engineer firm was good or it wasn't not good at the time, so he just went to Drexel. But yeah, my boy finished up though. He good. That's what's up.
Mo the engineer, the hating ass engineer. I tell you that.
The hating ass engineer.
Hating ass Clippers fan. I can't believe it.
Oh man, that's what's up. What's up, chat? What's up, Cam? What's up, everybody? Man, what's up? I hope y'all having a good, what's it, Thursday? Good Thursday evening. Thank y'all for pulling up the ATB. You know, me and Shom just appreciate the love from the community. We got lots to talk about. The NBA season is officially over.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So we might as well get right to it, man. GG to the Pacers. Congratulations, Oklahoma City, on your first NBA championship since moving to the city of Oklahoma. Excuse me, the state of Oklahoma.
Back in what, 2006,
I believe, or 6 or 7.
I want to say
7, because that's when KD got drafted, right?
Well, no, KD was still with the Supersonics.
They moved after that season.
I think after that season. That season, because then Russ. I think they've been there since 2008 because that's when so 2008. So to see that go from, imagine how the OKC fan feels. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you witness this team come to your city, you witness the first dynasty of a team, or what you potentially had in the dynasty in the first version of the team, in KD, Russ, James Harden, Serge Ibaka. They had a lot of other places. Like, there's so many superstars that came out of OKC. Domantas Sabonis,
James Harden. I forgot about that Victor era. Paul George, Melo was there. I forgot about that Oladipo era too.
Yeah, they had a lot of talent.
Sam Presti been there damn near, I feel like, the whole way, and he might be legit one of the best GMs of the modern day of era basketball. You think about like what he was able to accomplish from, you drafted Russ, you drafted James, you drafted KD, got Serge Ibaka and Kendrick Perkins.
Right.
Took them to the finals. Obviously, you lost to a better team. Unfortunately, you couldn't get back because you just ran into the Spurs and you ran into the Rising Warriors. They break it up, or KD leaves, and that ends up in the breakup. You keep Russ, get Melo and Paul George, make it back, but still can't get over the hump. Paul George trade Paul, and eventually it turns into the Paul George trade, turns into Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren and company, and now a couple years later you're NBA champions.
It's crazy because it's not like they this is like one of the most organic.
Hey, what up, Prince? What up, Prince? Appreciate you, man. Don't get in trouble.
I'm in here gaming. I'm working this. Yeah, finally. About time. Yeah, Prince Moore. I appreciate you. It's about time. I'm not about to get it.
Appreciate the support, man. Appreciate the support.
Thank you, bro. But yeah, nah. So like, in terms of like what we've seen from how they had that first dynasty to see it, the whole progression. I
won't call it a dynasty. I'll call it like a little era, like a little nice era. I'm not calling it a dynasty. You got to win to be a dynasty.
Remember, you said people right now are calling the team that just won.
No. They're calling it a potential dynasty because right now OKC for the next couple years, because they got all these boys locked up, and Shea's gonna get a bigger contract. Like they got the money to give them, so they're looking at this as a potential dynasty because who's going to beat them in the next like couple years? Like they got the potential to go back to back already because there's no certified threat in the West outside of Denver, but Denver need pieces. We'll talk about the Spurs later on because they did get some assets. When you look at the Eastern Conference is weak as hell right now with Tatum out and Boston going through rebuild and Halliburton out. So it's like when you look at OKC, you can look at OKC right now like, yo, bro, like they could go back to back, possibly a three-peat. Because they're already the odds-on favorite to win next year in Vegas eyes. It's just like there's no competition there's no certified threat to them outside of Denver. What's up? There you go. Let's go, Yassine. What up, Yassine? Minnesota could be a threat, but it's because of Ant. But they need pieces. I think they need to replace Julius Randle. I think you need another certified bucket getter who's consistent. Julius Randle is inconsistent. He's not bad. He's inconsistent. When you need that, you need consistency in the playoff. Because me and you watched Julius back in the Knicks days, man. Sometimes he'll give you 20.
You can't front. He had a good run this season.
He had a good run, but it's just like if we're gonna go to the next level, I need you to give me 20 a night. I need 20 a night from you. Like so I can't have
from that. Who does that come from at that point?
I don't know. I think that's what you need. You need to go get somebody. But like I don't know. But nobody wants to play in Minnesota. I mean, I thought Kevin Durant would have been the guy because they had a good trade package for him. But Kevin Durant didn't want to go there.
Package. It was not the right trade package. Because remember, we started seeing all these reports coming with KD.
Was it the right trade package? Wait, was it like the Rudy Gobert one?
No. It wasn't the right trade. Like, if they wanted to get KD, if they gave him the right trade package at the time, because the whole thing was just trying to like.
You gonna find out about me, bro. I pronounce a lot of names wrong, bro. If I say that wrong, I apologize. Ash Shomer. It took me forever to pronounce his last name.
Yo, not for real. You used to mess with my last name all crazy. You was like Ben, but you already know my last name. So we're not about to.
It was like El Ben and just like a bunch of letters after that, bro. I spelled it like Shomer El Ben.
Yeah, that's it.
El Ben.
That just leave it at El Ben because it's just
like yo, if y'all know Shomer's last name, bro, it's El Ben, and just I tell you, it's like a bunch of letters.
Highlight 20 letters after.
Damn, yeah, it's just like what the fuck is this, bro? What the hell? You want me to read that aloud?
Josh, you might have to unplug your mic and plug it back in because it's a little staticky.
Hang on.
Just a wee bit. I ain't gonna lie. Sound like, you sound. Wait, one more time. Say it again.
I'll sound now.
You sound way better.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. At first, it sounded like you ever woke up, like been sleeping, and then you hear your like some neighbors they get some landscapers come around. All you hear is just
yeah, and the grass getting cut. Yep.
Yeah.
And I had my joint on the wrong setting. Sometimes it goes to my mixer automatically instead of just staying by itself. So
that makes sense.
What we were talking about? Dang, I just lost my train of thought.
This is the point I was trying to get you at when we talk about the Thunder dynasty. They said the same thing in terms of Denver when they won because Denver was so goddamn dominant throughout their playoffs and not in that regular season. It was like, who the hell stopping them, right? Obviously, some trades happened, and then some people.
Yeah, I mean they lost KCP,
right? And they also lost Bruce Brown, who was a key part in that thing, right? But people had the same mentality for Denver that they're having right now for OKC. I think. And what the hell happened? Look what happened. Everything was unpredictable.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The only reason I would say to that, the difference is because of that, is that one, OKC hasn't lost anybody yet because they got everybody under contract.
Yeah.
Two, they're young. Like they're not old. They're not like even 28 yet. They're still one of the youngest teams in the league. And Chet is not even apex yet. He's not even at his prime yet or peak.
He's not.
And he's still going, bro. He's still going.
The bed in that last series, though. He stepped up Game 7. I give him that, but he still shit the bed. He was the only.
We're going we might as well get to that right now. I'll talk about the Game 7, right? Actually, that's my fault for not having it up in terms of the box score and everything. But Shai definitely showed up in Game 7 because me and Mo was talking about this.
Choice. Yeah, no choice.
It seemed like he was the only one, and oh man, so much to talk about coming out of Game 7. It's just I want to talk about the game, but we have to address the obvious elephant in the room with Tyrese Halliburton injury. Prayers up for him. We hope he gives it. Y'all know me. I'm a Knicks fan. I make jokes about Halliburton and the Pacers, bro, but like I don't want to see no player injured.
Never do.
Yeah, I never do, and especially like the way it happened, how it happened. It's really unfortunate. So our prayers up for Tyrese Halliburton, man. I know he fell, and at first I thought it was the calf again, and then I just saw his face. He cried. I said, "Oh, it's the Achilles."
Yeah, that's Achilles. Yep.
The moment I see their faces the moment I look at a player's face after injury, I can tell if it's bad or not. If it's like, oh man, it's like I'm gonna be all right. When it's Achilles, they know it's like I'm done. I'm done. And for that to happen in Game 7, first Game 7 since 2016, by the way.
Right.
And the way he started off fast too. I was about to say hard. That was going to sound crazy, but he started off fast, like 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. He was going crazy.
Yeah, you saved yourself, but I already knew what was coming next.
Well, that's why I caught myself. But he started off fast, 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. He was talking his mess. He was talking his junk, bro. He was telling them, yo, you better shut up, sit down, don't be standing up. And it really makes you wonder, would it have been closer if he would have played, and would have been a different outcome? Because the Indiana Pacers through that first half still look good even without Tyrese Halliburton. They had a 5-point lead, yes, and it's unfortunate that it happened. Also, kudos to them because they. Yo, can you hear me?
Good.
All right, yeah. I gotta get a new wire. That's why I can't lean back. But
hey, look, at least you see the live technical difficulties we have. It's not just me, it's Josh too. There it go.
It went out again.
No, for a brief moment. You're good now.
Oh, okay. But it's just unfortunate. Apologies, chat, for the technical difficulties. I might be getting a new mic soon. But it's just unfortunate. Pascal Siakam definitely stepped up, showed some leadership to rally his team, but it's just by the second half.
You heard what Obi said even post game. Like Obi Toppin was saying that, like, yeah, like once Hallie went down, like personally, I feel like that also was the reason why we lost because, like, I kind of kept thinking about that throughout the entire time. And how the team, how deep their run was, like they put in a lot of motivation into each other. So to see like one of their best players go down that was at the helm, that was helping them to get to that point, that does play a psychological effect on you. So I could see why Obi Toppin was, he felt the way he did, but at the same time, you could use that, you could flip the script and use that to motivate you to try to win the game, which they were doing.
Yeah.
So you can't. And Benedict Mathurin stepped up too. He scored 20. How much? I think he had 23 or 27.
He had 24. Benedict Mathurin stepped up big time. TJ McConnell was the one causing them turnovers. Yeah, because Mo was cussing him out to me. And I was just like, I feel like I honestly was surprised how well they played in the first half after the Halliburton injury, because I'm thinking, it's over. OKC about to go on a run, maybe like 15-0 run. They about to blow the door open on this game, and it's a wrap. They played well. They was playing hard. They made some great open shots. They was hitting their shots, man. Like Pascal Siakam was out there balling. Yeah, but it's just shout out to him. And like you mentioned, Benedict Maxson was balling. But when the second half came, I just feel like it's time. And OKC for that first half, outside of Shea, looked like they ain't never been here before, bro. In reality, they haven't, but it's just like act like Shade act like, like I've been here before. The light's not too bright for me, bro. I'm ready.
But that's been a question for this team, like throughout this. That's why this actually led to a Game 7, because there's times when they were supposed to close out or supposed to win this game. These guys look frozen, like they never been in this position before. And cool, granted, they have not been in that position before. Yeah, but now you're starting to see like the little bit of weakness that OKC does display when they are in these moments when they're down. That's the same reason as to why they went to a Game 7 with Denver. Denver had figured out to a certain degree how to stop the OKC Thunder when they haven't been in certain pressure moments, because it's not Shea that doesn't know how to do it, because his first year he was thrust into one of the most pressured moments. You know what I mean? Well, if people don't remember, 2019.
Yeah,
2019. Yeah, 2019. It was where the Clippers played that Golden State Warriors team when they had KD, Steph, Clay, Draymond.
That was Raptors championship year.
That was Raptors championship, and the Clippers took him to 6. I think 6, 5, 6.
Was that Chris?
Chris Paul was not on that team.
No, I'm thinking of that's the following year. I think when Chris Paul got to the Thunder, or was that the year after 2021? Because you remember the year when 2020, like OKC exceeded a little bit people's expectations with Chris Paul, Shea, and them.
Oh, so that was 2020. Yeah. That was 2019 going to 2020 season. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I remember. All right. But yeah,
he got that experience from then. Actually, both experiences. He went to the playoffs in his first 2 years of being in the league. So honestly, he's been there before. He knows what to expect.
So actually, I'll wrap it up for the Pacers right there. Just tragic, unfortunate.
But this would be a memorable run.
This would be a memorable one. They would literally one of the truly the best offensive team coming into the playoffs, and just continued it. The buzzer beater shots and the clutch shots from Tyrese Haliburton were insane.
They're going down in history.
Yeah, I think he had all of them. Also the comebacks too. The comebacks.
Oh yeah, the comebacks was
they had a comeback in every matchup. I think. Then every series they played.
And the crazier part, the finals was the first time they ever trailed in a series.
Yeah,
that's crazy to think about. That was the first time they ever trailed the series. They never went to a game 7 until they got to the finals.
Yeah,
you know how crazy that is.
It should have been a game 7 in New York, but that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah, we're not gonna. We're not
gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. But
But
I'm gonna talk about the Thunder side now of things, because I don't want to leave the finals just yet. Congratulations to the Thunders, the Shea Finals MVP. He's the first time in 25 years that somebody has won the scoring title, MVP, and the Finals MVP. And that last person was as Shaquille O'Neal. Because the moment Adam Silver said it, I said, "Who did that?" Like, oh, that's Shaq. 2000, that's Shaq.
Yeah, it gotta be. Shaq won the 4 years. He had the scoring title, MVP, Finals MVP, and the NBA championship. But you know what's crazier for Shea? He's still a 1-on-1 because he's the first ever player scoring title, conference. Remember now they got
conference. Conference,
Finals MVP, Finals MVP.
And finals and champion.
And a champion. All in one seat. That's freaking crazy, bro.
Again, I remember I told you he not even peaked yet, bro. He's still
an MVP. I'm sorry, that's 5 accolades.
I thought you said MVP. Did you not say it? Oh, you said conference MVP.
Finals MVP. Yeah. Finals MVP. Regular season MVP.
5 accolades. That's crazy, man. That trophy room gonna be lit in his house, bro.
That season, that year is just legendary, and respectfully for an individual too.
But yeah, it's just congratulations to everybody. Chat played a great second half too. 18 points, finished with 18 points, 8 boards. Jalen Williams 20 points, man. He stepped up in the second half because he looked atrocious in the first half. Well deserved from everybody. Lou Dort. Everybody on that squad played good in the second half. Congratulations. They are. I think I want to ask you a question now. Is OKC going to be the formula that all teams start to try to copy?
I mean, honestly, the reason why I'm sorry. The reason why I started laughing is because of the reports how they said when Brooklyn was trying to do the same thing once they got those 5 draft picks. So I mean. We're
going to talk about that. We're going
to get into that. That's why I immediately left. But in terms of it, I don't think teams are going to try to start moving like OKC. Yeah, there might be at least maybe 1, 2 that might take a page out of their playbook or make it a different one from their playbook. But I think it's going to actually set the tone for GMs to move a little bit smarter when they're trading these picks. See, Brooklyn, I hope.
I hope is crazy.
But it's really depending on what these GMs are how they're gonna move forward, because now they see what Sam Presti's long-term investment plan ended turning out to being. You know what I mean? So I think
we're already past
smarter, but I don't know
the super team era is done, as we know.
Like, yeah, now that super team era is done. The duos are done. The duos are done? Big threes are done to a degree, yeah, but to a degree, because I feel like that's one thing that can always come back around. There's always you can have a 1-2 punch that can help you win a championship. Now you got a 1-2. Now, like the difference now is you can have a 1-2 punch, but you got to have the right surrounding pieces around it to make the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I agree.
Make sense. So, like just like in Boston, they had the 1-2 punch for the longest, and they finally got the pieces around it to make it all come together in terms of.
And then they blew it up. We'll talk about that though.
And they blew it up, but yeah, but no, that's my answer. Honestly, I think that they'll take a page. There might be 1 or 2 teams that might take the same route as the Thunder. Hopefully it pans out for them the same way. If not, then because nobody's ever going to do a Paul George fleece deal like that ever again, ever. But I definitely think GMs will move smarter from now on in terms of how like they want to leverage some of these other GMs to get the things that they need or to help their franchise. You know, I think that's what it really is going to be.
Now, the only reason I asked that because usually when Golden State, like for example, when Golden State won, everybody tried to copy the Golden State formula. Let's get 3-pointers. Let's find a Steph Curry and let's try to do that. Kevin Durant got there. Oh, let's make a super team. Same thing even when Miami won. Let's make a super team. Let's get big threes together, right? Yeah. So now that those eras are done, and now we see a I don't know if we want to call it a developmental error or system error. It seems like is the system error. It seems like is that going to be the play where all right, we have pieces. Let's get our franchise player, or let's get a 1-2 punch, and let's surround them with compatible players that work well together. Let's not just play well. Let's not just get this dude is a great player. Let's put him in that puzzle, but the puzzle piece don't fit.
Yeah. And we see a lot of like examples like that. We've seen like the example with the Suns. They just got a whole bunch of new players.
That's literally the example I was referencing too.
That's another reference. You can even say Miami at one point, they made it to the finals. Don't get it wrong. They made it to the finals, but they were still stuck on that retooling build of trying to get back to it by doing all that. Remember, they got Andre Iguodala. They had some of them was mainly homegrown, but Jay Crowder was also on the team. PJ Tucker had came to the team. It was a lot of players a lot of teams that was trying to copy that same formula. The Lakers were trying to pursue it ever since they won that championship. Remember that one year when they had it was the super vet year.
That's one of the weird ones. It was just a super vet year. Ray John, Anthony Davis, LeBron. That was just the super vet era.
The super vet year. So honestly, I think
that 2020. That was the super vet year.
I mean, Dwight Howard. But that one I can't. That's an anomaly because that they won. Yeah. You know, I'm talking about the team with Melo came. That team is.
Oh, that team was not going to work.
Yeah, that's what I meant in terms of you're just getting pieces just because of names and not because.
Yeah, that was Melo's last ride, bro. That was not going to work in my opinion.
I mean, I wanted to see it happen, but I think they wasn't going to go. Yeah,
Melo was a journeyman at that point, bro. Melo was a journeyman at that point.
No, it hurts. It hurts to even admit that to a degree. That's my guy still. Shout out to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Hey, always,
man.
Jersey gonna be in a Raptor soon.
Oh yeah. Raptors real quick. Did you happen to see that post about who's going to be covering what and what analysts they have for the new Amazon Prime? And then
I did see it, but I didn't save it because I know Melo was on NBC, Michael Jordan's on NBC, Dirk Nowitzki I think is on NBC as well.
Yeah.
I forgot what Amazon Prime had. I did forget.
They got some pieces on there. I'm not gonna lie.
Was Dwayne Wade on that one, or is that going to be NBC?
Dwayne Wade is on. I think he might be on Prime.
Because I just forgot what the Prime ones were. I know NBC had I would say the all-star lineup. I'll put it like that. Because they got Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan covering basketball. Oh, we about to see hate that we have never seen before.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan about to start I name like a man. Hey, he cool, but back in my era, he definitely won't. I expect greatness from him, bro. You better than that. You averaging 15 and you supposed to be the number one option? Yeah, nah, that won't fly to me, bro.
Yeah,
that won't fly to me. We about to see. Oh, Gilbert Arenas, I think, is on the Prime one. Is he not?
I didn't even know Gil was even.
Or because I think ESPN is trying to lock him down for a contract too.
It depends, because he had his couple appearances on
First
ESPN,
Take.
Yeah, and on First Take. So I'm trying to see right now. NBA coverage next year. Analyst. Let's go to that real quick. Well, looks like Grant Hill just got added to NBC's.
Grant Hill, okay.
Yeah, that's the most recent. Damn, everything Grant Hill. Like, what the like? Reggie Miller's going to NBC. Melo's going to NBC. Former Piston star. Who is that?
Former Piston star.
I don't know. Hold on. It's still Grant Hill. I'm sorry.
Who is
it? It's still Grant Hill, but they just
Grant. Okay.
Because there was a post that labeled. I'm sorry, chat. There was a post that actually labeled a whole list of them, and I wanted to go through it, but it was just like one of those quick things. But it's fine. But yeah, 2 coverages next year going into the into this year's NBA season. NBC, Amazon Prime. Me personally, I don't have Amazon Prime. I got the if you know type of stream, but that's the stream I got because once I set up, they put out the stream. Like, nah, I'm telling you, yo, because that one year they had caught up that other stream. I'm not gonna say it because they're gonna catch them up again, but they had caught up on them. Somebody posted it and it was like, oh yeah, this is how they get in the stream. It was like, yeah. Next thing you know, you see the ban from their website. A ban.
You can't expose the source, bro. Like, never do that. The moment you expose the source, they're like, oh, you doing that illegally? Bad.
Yeah, bad. Now he was like, oh yeah, this is the worst covered finals. No, it's not. It's not everybody watching it the way you wanted to watch it, but it's not the worst.
Actually, let's actually have that quick dialogue real quick, because I did hear people say that, and I'm like, is it the worst? I don't think it's because of the viewership. I just think y'all just want superstars. Nope. Y'all want the mainstream people. Mo says they send them SUVs to that right now.
No, the black SUVs is crazy. Make sure it's an Uber black too.
But it's Uber black. That's the clutch van. Yeah. But I don't think it was the worst coverage because it's I think people wanted to see superstars. Like, you wanted to see like the mainstream people that everybody know. Like Tyrese Halliburton and Shea Gilchrist are not the mainstream players that everybody knows. They're like they're not for casuals. Like, you're going in like Oklahoma and Indiana. Who wants to watch that? I want to see LeBron James or whoever. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think it was like low viewership. It wasn't just also because of people, doing illegally.
I mean, yeah, that's also that too. But then, like you said, it's also the interest factor. How many people are really? There's not that many pages.
This was a great finals, in my opinion. We got a game 7. Bro.
Yes. I still loved it. I loved it in mine. Yeah, and it's for another game 7 next year too. But
yeah, and it's unfortunate the way it ended. But we got some back and forth battles in this final. Like, it was a duel.
Yes, it was a duel, man. To be downplaying it is still ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah, that's just hating right there. But all right, we'll wrap up.
That's reserved for Mo only.
We'll wrap up final talk. I did not make one for the trade, but we might as well talk right to it. Let's talk about the trades, man. Game 7.
Let's get into it. Let's get to the thick of it, man.
Well, that's crazy. Okay,
to get it. What? To get into the thick of it? You want to get into?
Yeah. Why you jerking it? Why you doing that motion while talking? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, yo, chat. Am I the only one that peeped that?
Wait, just get to the thick. Ah, man.
He like getting to the thick of it.
Hey, man, look.
I'm like, hey, what the hell?
Look, I might add myself to the book for that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Please do. I might need. Gotta go in the book.
Gotta go in the book, yo. You
what am I looking for? Okay, the trade. Where is it? Okay, game 7. Oh, that's also about the coverage, because everybody was like, if it was a Super Bowl Sunday, you're not hearing about a trade during a Super Bowl Sunday. If it was a World Series, you're not hearing about a trade. Like, that's not happening during those events, because those are like sacred events. Like, yo, all eyes and all attention will be given to this. And I say that because on game 7, out of nowhere, Kevin Durant gets traded to the Houston Rockets.
Not only that, remember the Pacers made a trade on the day of game 7 too.
I forgot who they traded for. I think that's the Pelicans. Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like that was just like, all right. That was just like, eh. But it was Kevin Durant. That's why. So
yes, Kevin Durant. That was the biggest trade of all throughout that day. That day. Kevin
Durant, Jalen Green goes to Phoenix. Who else is going to Phoenix with Jalen Green?
See, look,
Dylan. Here we go. Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick. Yep. All right. So Phoenix Suns traded Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks to the number 10 pick. That was day of game 7, June 22nd. Kevin Durant is now on the Houston Rockets. Shomer, how do you feel about it? Or did we talk about this already? I don't think we talked about this.
I don't think we did talk about this.
Okay. We talking about Desmond Bane. That's what the last trade.
Yeah, the Desmond Bane was the last thing we discussed. So you guys can actually see it right there. All right. But after hearing about the other offers that they had, this was Houston's. I mean, this was the best that they could get back. I just wish Houston would have got at least something else. You can't just at least one thing, you know what I mean? But I guess it's the same thing they did when they first got KD. They barely got anything back. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for it because of all the team, like the players that they have in the team, like especially they were able to keep Charles Jr., which is very huge for them. Now you got somebody that can learn under KD. You have Amen Thompson, who's gonna probably elevate into being maybe an all-star going into this next year because of his defensive abilities that what he was able to do. Alperen Sengun, we already know what he could bring to the table. Now he has somebody that he has another teammate. Maybe he could help him on the block a little bit. Not necessarily, but he's going to be so versatile that he doesn't have to worry about him just constantly have to bring him back and scoring points, you know, because let's be honest, like Jalen Green was inconsistent in his time.
He was inconsistent. You know? I think they gave up on him because the Thompson to him was ascending. So they was like, yo, we're going to let you go. We're going to let you rock, bro.
But not even just that. Think about the other people that's also behind them too. You have Cam Whitmore that was a steal in the draft a couple years ago, but hasn't really gotten that much play. Reed Shepard is another person that could have been maybe in that shooting guard spot, you know. So, but he was primarily supposed to be the point guard after Fred VanVleet.
Well, I think this is good for Jalen Green too, not to be in Phoenix because it was reported that he might get shipped out of Phoenix too. So I don't know where he's going to land.
I don't know because see, like even the post when I made about it, and check out the post on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen, after Dr. Buzzard. But did you just sneeze?
Yeah.
Oh, salud. But it's I don't see him like if they give it a chance, it's not too guard heavy over there, so it can work if they want to. But and they can make a trade maybe in the off season, not in the off season. Salud in the
thank you
in the what's it called the trade deadline, depending on how the experiment, see where it can go. You know, you don't want to give up.
I mean, you could still experiment, but it's more so. I truly think Phoenix needs a rebuild. That's a done deal in my opinion. They need a rebuild.
Trade Devin Booker.
Yes. What's the point? Yeah, he's 28, bro. I don't think he wants to be in Phoenix any longer. They're not going anywhere. And you still got to deal with Bradley Beal's contract.
They might want to get rid of that first before they actually
try. They can't because I think he has a player option.
But they're gonna have to try. He's gonna have to come up to some type of thing. Like, waive my shit, get me traded because there's no way
out the bag. He collecting his money, bro. Because if you need a rebuild, so it's like I'll just rebuild around Bradley Beal until I can get rid of this contract. Devin Booker is not going to want to be here, bro. 28. I think you should trade Devin Booker, get some more first round. You could get first round picks for Devin Booker. A 28, 27-year-old Devin Booker, you can get first round picks.
You can. Who's gonna be willing? Where are you gonna send him to? Miami? Can't do that.
Miami
can't do that.
Miami would be the right decision, but Dnyasty no, because they got Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You can't do that. Where are you gonna send him to? Atlanta? Well, you could do that.
No,
you can't do that. No,
Trey needs the ball more. Trey would need the ball more than Devin Booker. Well, actually, Devin Booker would need the ball more, but Trey's the point guard.
So where's the market? Like, I'm not saying that anybody. I'm pretty sure that if Devin Booker was available right now, there'll be a lot of teams that would be willing to take him. It's a matter of
where he fits.
Is it even likely right now that anybody would want a Devin Booker on their team? Right Charlotte? Now, like, do you see Charlotte? But besides the bootiest teams in
Charlotte,
they can take anybody. They can take anybody from shit. Give them Cat. They go into the playoffs. Give them give them PG.
They will go. They go to the playoffs with Cat. I won't lie. They will go to the playoffs. With Cat.
I know they would. Trust me. They could. What LaMelo and Cat? Oh my god. But
they will go to
defense would be atrocious on that team though. But still,
god awful.
Yeah, I think and it's crazy because Cat will be the
head
of that defense.
But oh my god, where would Devin Booker fit?
I don't know
because he can't play off ball.
He can a little bit.
That's not enough, bro. Not from what I saw in that. Not from what I saw from them Phoenix games.
I think he can adjust to it, depending on the system that they have him in.
If they got a good point guard, then I would say Atlanta. Then, because Atlanta has Trae Young, who's a good point guard.
See, and it's crazy because everything in me wants to say Milwaukee,
but they're going through a rebuild.
They're going through a
and they have like Dame,
a super build, a down build.
That's a massive. They going through they blowing it up. It look like
they don't even know what direction. But the thing is, Josh, they don't even know what direction they want to go.
That's true. I'm not even gonna say blowing up because they haven't even confirmed if they want to blow it up yet. But I think that's a team that needs a rebuild.
They do. So I mean, all right. So let's get back to this team's rebuild.
Wait, Devin Booker in LA? Oh no, they don't even in LA because they got Luka.
See, I was thinking that. I forgot. I don't know yet.
Luka now. They got Luka now. They got Luka now. Originally, I would have said LA, but they got Luka now.
I don't know yet.
We good. We got Luka.
It can still work, but I don't know yet.
I don't know if Devin Booker and Luka are gonna be friends.
Shit, send his ass to Portland. Shit, that could work too. But Dylan Brooks on his team. Do you think he stays or do he go? We'll also get into what the number 10 pick is after the segment. But Dylan Brooks, do you stay or go?
I don't know. I don't know what Dylan Brooks does. Dylan Brooks is a weird factor in all of this. I feel like he's just a casualty of the Kevin Durant trade because I liked him in Houston. It's just
he really was a casualty of this trade. They didn't have to get rid of
it's just caught it straight, bro. It's just like you walked on that bomb, bro. It's just like, dang, I was out here just chilling.
But it's good though to a certain degree. Well, it's good for Houston because now they got
good for Houston. But if you're Dylan Brooks, it's like I don't want to be in Phoenix, bro. Well, Dylan Brooks is a good soldier. He'll probably just take it, and just like figure it out.
Yeah, probably to the next best situation. So I mean,
exactly.
Guess. But then we'll get into that number 10 pick. Like I said after the segment, the number 59th pick will happen tonight in tonight's draft. Hopefully they'll make the roster because they, second round picks usually isn't really guaranteed to make the roster after summer league. So, how deep you go into the second round to tell you the truth, but yeah, we're gonna keep an eye out for that.
We gotta talk about some trades. Right there, Drew Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers. This is the one I kind of predicted when I heard about the rumors of roster changes. I did figure that. I did believe that Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis, who also went on a move to the Atlanta Hawks, were both on. They were going to be on the trading block. My prediction came true. This told me that Boston is in rebuild mode.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Boston trade is literally right underneath this. So let me see if I can pull it up.
The Porzingis trade.
Oh no, that was the CJ trade. So yeah, we could just. I don't know why I saw Kelly.
I like Jordan Poole in New Orleans as well. I like Jordan Poole better in New Orleans. I think he might fit that one. Let me. All right.
I
feel bad for CJ McCollum. Don't get me wrong, bro. Because it's like
everybody been saying that for damn CJ, but I like his situation here in Washington though. Like I don't.
I mean, if they could if they could get themselves motivated, maybe Washington will make some noise. Jordan Poole in New Orleans fits probably better for him than Washington because Washington didn't like his stuff. His play style don't fit his play style don't fit Washington. What Washington was trying to do because Jordan Poole was great on Golden State because he had the system dudes around him, so he could do the BS. He can do the step back spin fadeaway three.
But he had that in his bag, though. That was the great part.
He had it in his bag, but it don't work in Washington because you don't got the system dudes around you. You don't got Clay. You don't got Dre. You don't got Steph. You don't got Steve Kerr as your head coach. You don't got the system dudes around you who know how to work around it. You got dudes who've never seen that before.
You better be like James Harden, become the system. Because he couldn't become the system, unfortunately.
But no, I can tell you because there was a Pacific game, and I recently saw Gilbert Arenas talk about this too because they brought it up. And It was the game. It was a preseason game against the Knicks where he hit like a fadeaway 3, right? And you had one bull with his arms up like this, just like pass the ball type stuff. And he made the shot, but he was just like when you do this react, when you drop your arms and hit your legs, it's just like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I believe there was a conversation about that, right? And he went to change his like game to like being like a more point guard oriented game.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work. He struggled. So that's why he moved him to the bench. He was in and out of starting lineup and stuff. So with him going to New Orleans, I think you could get that stuff off now. Because you got Zion.
I mean, but not even just the fact that you got Zion. You got a whole bunch of people on the same team like him that like to do the same exact shit. Exactly. They like to get to the freaking Baja. They like to shoot this shit out the ball. Trey Murphy? Do you understand the green light Trey Murphy is about to have this? Oh, my God. This is going to be... take a shot at Casa for that. I ain't going to lie. That Trey... What? When I tell you Trey Murphy,
yeah, he's just gonna be out there shooting the ball, bro.
What?
He ain't gonna care.
Look, if you ain't know about Trey Murphy, you heard it here today on After the Buzzer. Trey Murphy,
as soon as he get the ball in his hand, yeah, not even look, yeah,
and he got bunnies, so he will dunk on your favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
So New Orleans actually they fleet, and don't forget about Sadiq Bey, Mister. I used to score 50 in Detroit before you got traded to Atlanta. Come on now. So like that's why it's like this is such a great trade for New Orleans because they're getting and they got the 40th
number 40th pick.
Speak
the number 40th pick.
Yeah. And then go right back to the Boston trade. The Anthony Simons, great pick.
Who I like, but I heard he might be on the move too. So
no.
I don't know. Boston is like in true rebuild mode, bro. So a lot of rumors are coming out about what they're doing. I like him because he basically a young Drew Holiday. He a young like Drew Holiday, bro. Ain't he younger?
Yeah, but okay. First of all, I think he's a defensive liability to a certain degree, and then again, second of all, I haven't watched that many Trailblazers games since Dame left. But for the games that I did see, I never thought that Anthony Simons was defensively that good. All right, so that's number one. Number two, this is a great pickup for them. You better hope team defense saves this team if you're going to stick with Anthony Simons, let alone they still got to figure out the other pieces that they're getting together within this trade. For Portland's standpoint, you finally got a vet. And this is a team that people were talking about how well they did last year. Very well. Say he's a cone
compared to Drew. Only reason I say a light-skinned Drew Holiday is because he got a better offensive game than Drew.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. No defense at all.
You're right. He doesn't have defense. So defense.
Like I said, team defense is gonna save his ass.
Like I just hope like just give me enough, bro. Give me enough. I don't need you. Give me enough. That's it.
Now, this one I know is your favorite because we spoke on this one right here.
Yes, this one.
Very excited about this Kristaps Porzingis.
Terrence Mann to Brooklyn, Atlanta. I think Atlanta definitely won this trade. This one for me with Kristaps Porzingis to Atlanta. I think Kristaps, if he stays healthy, him and Trae Young gonna be crazy, bro.
Yeah,
him and Trae is going to be crazy, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even care. I don't even care about the rest of the team. I'm just looking at them two. That pick and roll, bro. What?
Hey, look! Boston got another shooter back in George Niang. So,
all right,
that's cool.
All right, because we got to talk
Terrence
about
Mann. They got a solid guard like they do every year.
They do got a solid guard, but they always got guards. 2 guards, 3 guards. They got nothing but guards. Just 4. They got 3, 1, 2, 3. They got guards down there. That's all they got.
Yo, wait,
we thought Orlando had a guard problem. Shit.
Orlando, well, at least they finished their guard problem. If you thought
Orlando had a guard problem, bro, you ain't watched a Brooklyn game with guards, bro.
Nah, they're
it's like a 2K team out there.
Yeah, not for real. Like you got
guards.
It's like,
can we get a big man out here, bro?
You got like about 6 point guards, like 2 centers, at least like 4 shooting guards. Like, damn, where the big man at? Where the wings?
No, none of them. We don't believe in that. We don't believe in that type of basketball here.
We believe in he's not a wing.
We believe in guard play.
Oh, shout out to Zaire. Shout out to Zaire Williams also on that team too, man. He left Memphis to come to this team, and he looked a whole different player. So you never know. Brooklyn might change their life. I'm just saying, Brooklyn might change their life because, like I said, Zaire Williams, he was in the system when he was in Memphis. Let him get his own thing going.
Prince said we working on it.
We work, yeah, because he know.
All right, yo, Prince. I'm about to ask you right now, so I want you to prepare your response. Yo, what the hell is Brooklyn doing with all the five draft picks, bro?
Yeah, because we about to talk about it real soon. So
I just need what are y'all? I don't know what's going. I don't know what the direction. I'm legit lost on what y'all direction is. I need prepare anybody that's a Brooklyn Net fan in the chat. Please just type an answer of what y'all direction is to help me. Back to this.
Well, yeah, I think that was the last trade to tell you the truth.
Was that the last trade? All right.
Yeah, because then everything else was just what's it called?
Draft
trades. Yeah.
All right, so we could get right to the draft then. All right, where do you want to start for the draft, man?
Well, let's get the obvious out the way. Shout out to Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Shout out Cooper Flag for going number one to the biggest fleece job in the NBA ever.
The biggest rig, the
biggest conspiracy theory that's now about to be constructed, even though it could have been a pre-planned conspiracy theory. Like, it's I don't know. I don't know.
Give me the synopsis. Give me the short version, bro. Give me something. Pause. Give me something that, because I got no clue. Are we building around somebody? Are we trying to be the Brooklyn OKC? Like, what's up?
I don't.
Because I
want to go in. Kyrie also got to try to get paid by the Mavs too. I don't know.
Oh, he got paid. He got paid already.
Oh, he got paid.
Yeah, he signed like a 3 or 4 year deal. Yeah, he signed like a 3 or 4 year deal. He got paid.
I guess he want to stay in Dallas, but I think that might be traded. You never know. But
I mean, if you're Kyrie, Dallas is a good spot to win. Cooper Flag, AD's coming back, Clay's coming back. Jason Kidd is still the head coach, who's nice. You got oh my God, Derek Lively. Like, I'm not mad. That's a good spot right now. I think Dallas is in a good position.
Yeah, I mean, look, Cooper Flag, number one player, ranked number one overall.
He's not a great shot. He's not a great shot creator, obviously, and that what the article says, and which is correct because I did watch him a Duke. He's not the best shot creator.
I mean, but then again, look at how old he is. He's like,
17.
He's 18
youngest.
now.
He's 18 now. But he's going to develop. He's going to develop like that though. He's going to develop into a. Plus, you got one of the best shot creators as your partner, bro. Bro, what?
And he's 6'8", bro. Do you understand that he could still grow?
Yeah,
bro.
That boy didn't even finish puberty yet.
No. Shout out Coop Flag, man. Shout out Coop Flag. Did they say who his draft comparison was? No.
They compared them to, I've heard, like LeBron James and Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett. Oh, here we go, right here.
Kawhi Leonard. I've heard people say. I've heard the draft. I don't pay attention to draft comparison because people be just throwing names, bro. Like, I literally heard people say LeBron James. I'm like, LeBron James draft comparison? Okay.
Really?
Really? Like, all right, I'll take your word for it. But all right. Like Kevin Garnett, I'm like, really? All right. Like, I've heard people compare him to Hall of Famers. I'm like, okay, I guess that's okay. Can we do more current players? I guess, but all right.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of. I mean, some of them may have some of the same.
Hey, shout out Rutgers, man. Shout out Jersey.
Yeah, we met. I was just talking to my homie about this last night. Man, we messed up not going to see. Rutgers was right down 15 minutes away from us, and we didn't see one game, bro.
Didn't see Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper, bro.
Not once, and we said we was gonna go, and we never did. So I definitely regret that. You had 2 top 5 NBA prospects in our backyard, and we didn't go see them once. Like that killed me. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, man, look, it's shout out to Dylan Harper. He might be better than his
big body playmaker.
You said what?
Big body playmaker.
He is a big body playmaker. I give him that. I just see the lobs going to Wemby already. I see it already. Their comparison to him is James Harden and Cade Cunningham.
He got a nice 3-pointer too. He can shoot the 3.
I can see the Cade Cunningham in him. I don't see the James Harden. Maybe the scoring ability of James Harden.
I think that's what they're looking at, is the scoring ability, because he's a catch and shoot guy, and he has a nice 3-pointer. But again, it's like, I don't like draft comparisons. It's so weird. Like,
I don't know. It's just, for me, it's always interesting to see what these scouts love coming up with, because it's like, are you serious? You really thought that was supposed to be that was the greatest comparison? Because these guys get it wrong. Nobody can get it right every year unless you're freaking Wemby or you're freaking LeBron or you're like just a clear cut number one that you cannot be messed with. So like, That's the only thing I could say about that.
So how do you feel about this? Because this was supposed to be Ace Bailey, I believe. But Ace Bailey skipped out on the workout, and we're gonna talk about that Ace Bailey draft location. But how do you feel about VJ?
VJ, this is a great. I mean, a lot of people are saying this is one of the best players in the draft.
He was up there in a lot of people's mock draft.
My thing is, I was just hoping he didn't go to the Hornets. It would have been too many people in his position trying to play. We're not talking about the people that nobody in the draft, but people that they already had on the team, like Trey Mann. They also had there was another shooting guard. I forgot his name, but he's some light-skinned cat. Shout out to him. 2 light-skinned cats. I gotta stop saying light-skinned cat.
Why you keep saying light-skinned?
It's the cat part that keep getting me. I don't know why I keep saying that. Like, I really be around a whole bunch of old heads all day. But
well, he is a guard, so I guess you could definitely compare him up with Tyrese Maxey. So
yeah, that's what I like, because they probably looking at this as like, you know what, this could be our future in terms of they might end up. He's too small to go at the 3. So somebody's gonna end up
6'4", bro. He's 6'4", bro. He would get him demolished at the 3.
Yeah,
he's playing I'm thinking the 1. He's playing the 1 or 2.
Who? Jared McCain or
crap! I forgot about McCain.
Yeah,
how tall is McCain?
McCain like 6, probably around the same height, 6'3", I think.
Somebody coming off the bench.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this team is too good to just have somebody come off the bench. And it looks like for him, if I'm not
unless you're playing small ball. I mean, if you want to play small ball, then it could work.
Yeah, I mean,
like I don't think ball, but I wouldn't put him at the 3 because he'll just get abused.
Yeah, he would. Because I got to keep thinking about the 3s in his position. I didn't know how tall McCain was. The 3s in his position would just fry him. That's the sad part. So I mean, but anyway, in terms of this pick, this is a great pick. But Sixers, good luck. That's all I can say. Like, it's just hard to really understand what the hell you guys want to do.
Yeah, I want to skip the Hornets pick real quick. I just want to go to Ace Bailey. Just
you like Concanupple, bro?
I don't like. It's not that I don't like him. I just like. I was just unmoved, low key.
Why is everybody so unmoved by Concanupple? He was such a dog in the NCAA tournament.
He was. It's Charlotte. That's why I feel like it's unmoving to me. It's just like, you're going to a place with a bunch of YNs. You be all right, I guess.
Nah, you know what's funny? Like, before I go to the number 7, the 5th pick in Ace Bailey, I seen this post. I'm gonna see if I can try to put it in post. But there was this post about Concanupple, what he gonna end up being like 4 months into. They had like the most countryest white boy ever.
You ever see a movie Get Hard with Kevin Hart and you ever saw the movie Get Hard with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell? I think.
Yes.
That's Concanupple.
That's Concanupple. That's gonna be him in Charlotte soon. I promise you.
It's like, bro, what are we? So I was like, you'll be all right.
You'll get ready to learn trap music, my boy. You guys only think just get ready for it, my boy.
He about to listen to the Baby.
Yeah, the Baby.
Baby about to be his favorite rapper. This was hilarious to me. This is one of the funniest draft moments ever, though,
bro.
Because Ace Bailey is nice. Ace Bailey is tough, bro. It's just that
dude. It's funny because like I really tried so hard not to look at the comments when I seen this, because that's how people are formulating these opinions about what he's trying to do. Obviously, in my opinion, I think he was just trying to create leverage for him to get into a team that he will be able to lead.
He didn't want to go to Utah, though.
But Utah's a great situation. I don't think
it's a great situation, but he didn't want to go there because it's probably Utah, bro. It's not a popping city.
Look at his options. His options before that was good cities, though. Like,
that's what I go to Philly. So I figured that's the best. But he wanted. Remember we talked about last week. He wanted to be the number 1 dude. He wasn't going to get that. It's purgatory, bro. Now Washington is popping, but it's purgatory.
It's purgatory, but it was the best purgatory for him. That would have been like paradise.
Because I'm just trying, like you're not. I really need like a breakdown of what was his plan.
I mean, look, let me skim through this real quick.
Because he's a great shooter. He's a nice player. He's a dog. Like, he really is a dog, bro. He's tough.
I mean, hey, look at the verdict right here. It says no player in this draft can score like Bailey when Bailey can when he is firing on all cylinders, and his combination of scoring, instincts, and explosiveness is hard to come by. And he's only 18. Like, you know how crazy that is? He's only 18 doing this, but they don't mention anything about it. Oh, wait. They don't mention anything about it in terms of it. They just say
spot up shoot. He's a spot up dude. He's a nice spot up shooter, bro. Strong defensive production. Like, he's great. He's good. He's going to be great. Well, if there was a lot of red flags about him. That's the thing. That's the red flags were most so about his work, his not showing up to the workouts is what pissed a lot of people off. Because he probably, again, you didn't
think he's entitled. I mean, they think he was entitled to be in the position that he was into. So it was like, well, in this league, you're gonna learn that entitlement does not come. You cannot get entitlement just coming into the league. You're not LeBron. You're not Steph. You're not Steph. Didn't even get entitlement when he first came into the league until they realized he was the greatest shooter ever.
Yeah. I was just saying about Steph was not like that. Well, Steph was like that, but he was not him. LeBron was him coming into the league.
LeBron was definitely him. I get you.
Thank you. He got sent to. He gonna be. He gonna love the Mormon women, bro.
He said, "Bro, got sent to hell."
Like, he didn't want to go there, bro. Everybody knew he didn't want to go there. It was like Zion. It's like Zion when the Pelicans got the #1 pick, bro. And he witnessed it. He said, like, "Oh my god, I don't want to be in that bitch."
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, look, he was supposed to make the best out of it.
After being on the diet.
Yeah.
Colin Murray Bulls was also hilarious.
You gotta check this one. Yeah, this was
funny. This wasn't even. I didn't even care about his stats, I just laughed at his reaction because they said Colin Murray Bulls to the Raptors. You know how ESPN be doing camera right on the player. Then he got up and said, "Fuck." He put his button on his jacket like, "Fuck."
Got me going to this dumbass shit. And you know what was funny?
His girl wasn't even happy.
The Raptors PR team, they posted on Instagram of him smiling like this. It was like, oh no, look, he's happy. I'm like, nah, bro. How do y'all even get a hold of the fact that you knew that he didn't want to go to y'all, bro? Like, it's just so crazy to me.
He ain't want to be in Canada, bro. He's like, I got to deal with them OVO boys now. Like,
I think, you know what it is? I think they just don't like the cold. You know, look what college he coming from, South Carolina. You think he ready to go to fucking Toronto?
It get cold. It's Canada, but that's the north.
Cold.
That's the north.
So cold.
That's the real north.
You feel me? Let's see if you really like that. But Murray,
get them snow tires ready, buddy.
I'm telling you, son. I'm telling you. Even if you go to Denver too. What's his strengths? Unconventional big man with the stout frame. My bad. Wow, big man. They got him at
ability and defensive versatility. I mean, he nice. I've seen a couple of South Carolina games. Not like I ain't gonna follow him a lot, but I've seen a couple. He nice. It's just that taxes, bro. He about to hit with the taxes he ain't never seen. Yeah, he was like, hey, like, ugh. He might become a Republican after that.
They said the Raptors should be able to deploy. Let me see. The Raptors should be able to deploy a strong defensive front court and try to address the other needs elsewhere. He has a lack of 3-point shooting, though.
Yeah. He didn't take a lot of threes from what I saw when I saw the games.
To be honest, I think the Raptors, if their best 3-point shooter is probably going to be Brandon Ingram. To be honest, but look, the number 10 pick. This is the pick that involved the KD trade. Come on. How do you?
Hold up.
Yeah, I don't even want to mess with his last name.
Maluka? I don't know, bro.
Maluka is crazy.
Maluka, I don't know, bro. That sounds like a G League name, bro.
I'm gonna just call him Maluk.
Right,
so yeah, come on, Maluk. One of the best centers in this draft, to be honest. They had projected him going top 5, but none of the top 5 teams actually, any of the teams that made it into the top 5 really needed a center. So we knew he was gonna slide a little bit. But
crazy part is they replaced Dillon Brooks.
How they replaced Dillon Brooks?
With this, Dillon Brooks, I think like you found a replacement for Dillon Brooks.
I mean, they got another forward, yeah, but they got so many forwards that were supposed to develop. Remember, in terms of Cam Whitmore, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr. They got that. They're fine in that position. I think it's the backup center thing. They probably because they probably know they're going to trade Steven Adams at some point. They're not going to keep Steven Adams forever.
You want to keep Steven Adams for not forever, but like for
the team that they got right now with KD on it. Hell yeah, I'll keep Steven Adams.
Like an anchor defensive player.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I would definitely keep him. Obviously, I think a lot of people love him because of his 7'3" 7'7" wingspan. Good Lord.
Woo!
That's actually crazy. Damn, that's really crazy. How tall is he? 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan. Yo, that's crazy. And he's only 18. Yo, these some young kids coming into this draft. They really was going young.
It really makes you feel old when you look at how old these dudes are, bro.
Bro. No, they were just saying about what's his name?
17, 18, like
who was the kid that we always talk about, but he's so freaking young, and he's only like 23, but he got so much. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about him. Oh, the freaking Anthony Edwards, bro.
Anthony Edwards, yeah.
We look at Anthony Edwards like, yeah, this is really a grown ass man, but this motherfucker's still a kid.
Yeah.
Like yo, like
I'm 27, you're 20, like what, 25, 26?
Yeah, 26. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that's a young, that's all you know why I am, bro. I'm an unk now.
Yeah,
I'm officially at my unk status.
You really don't know that you really older until you get to like 20. I say even like 20.
Your late 20s. When you get to your late 20s, that's when you find out you old, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Hey, I work with kids, bro.
Oh yeah, so I know it probably really hit you different.
I'm old, bro. I'm old, bro. Like I'm like the music, even the music gap is not there. Like they were like, yo, what's this? I'm like, oh my god, bro. I can't even play Pharrell no more.
I can't even play Pharrell. Oh my god. Damn, they don't know who Pharrell is?
Not all of them.
I mean shit.
They just know the one. They just know the one happy song. They don't know about Drop It Like It's Hot or the one with Hov.
Damn.
They don't know them, bro.
Damn, the Missy Elliott Jones.
They don't.
Scoop. They don't know. They don't
know about grinding. They don't know about grinding with Pusha.
Oh yeah, grinding.
They don't know, bro. They don't know.
Oh yeah. See, look, that we got a couple more that we're gonna go through because I think
we're going through all of them, or we're coming.
No.
You want to just go through like what else stuck out to you in the first round?
Yeah, like
no, hold on, no. Like, let's skip all that. Look, go to the what was it? Right there, Carter Bryant. That's the last one we talking about. That's the last one we talking about.
Carter Bryant, man, biggest steal of the draft according to Josh's words. Josh, what did the Spurs do in this draft, man?
Bro, they won. Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant in the first round. You're winning. Yo, they're winning the chip in the next. I know I exaggerate a lot, bro. They're winning like real shit. The Spurs might be winning the chip in the next 10 years, bro. I would say 8 years. They're winning the chip, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's the wing they kind of needed. And
what? And if the rumor is that they're getting Jaylen Brown, what?
Yeah, hey man, what's my man's that that played for the Spurs right now? Johnson, last name Johnson. I love you, my boy, but you're gonna get traded. Devin Vassell, you nice as hell, but you might get traded.
De'Aaron Fox might be on the move, bro.
It don't make sense to do that. I just don't.
If it's Jaylen Brown available, yes, it makes sense to do that.
Fuck no. 3-team deal. Like I said, like I told my homies before. And shout out to Carter Bryant. He's going to be a great prospect for this team. But it right now, hold on, because ain't no way.
He's a solid 3-and-D winger player.
Nah, bro.
And he's 6'7".
Well, do the Spurs realize what the hell they did? They doing the same thing like OKC. They doing the same exact thing, and they're doing it well,
bro. They're about to be scary, bro. If I'm the Spurs, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chris Paul is still on the Spurs, correct?
Yes. So when you see that,
I would keep them to Chris Paul to teach these boys how to pass the ball to Wemby. Like I would have Chris Paul teach these boys, be a vet to them boys.
Well, you see what he did for Shea.
That's what I'm saying. Keep Chris. I feel like Chris Paul's last spot should be yo Chris. If you're looking at like the winning championship, I'll send you somewhere, bro. But if you like you really want to help these boys develop,
yeah.
And you got Greg Popovich here. Bro, they won, bro. They won.
Hey, come on, bro. You got to. Like the development in this in
Wemby,
the next 3 to 4 years.
Harper, Carter Bryant. Possibly again. I think if Jaylen Brown's on the table, you got to take that. But if not, De'Aaron Fox.
Can't trade Carter Bryant if you're going to try to get Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I'm trading future first round picks. I'm not trading none of the. I'm not trading none of my current players. I'm trading current players that I don't need. Anybody that's on the table can go, but Wemby, Carter Bryant, Dylan Harper staying.
They would have to do this way before they would have to do this way before Carter plays. Because if Carter plays, their leverage is out the window. Now it's like, yeah, I want Carter Bryant, no deal.
Yeah, sure, but I don't think they're gonna trade Carter Bryant. Oh,
but think about it. He's going to be a great asset.
Good 3-point shooter. Man play, he's gonna be the asset, but it looks like. But if you're Jaylen Brown can force his way out. I don't know if he'll do that, but he can force his way out because he understands that it's a rebuild now. So if you're Jaylen Brown, do you wait the year for Tatum to get back? Because there's rumors Derek White might be out the door because they trying to get rid of his contract.
It's just 1 year though. It's just 1 year.
I'm just saying, if you're looking at Boston's standpoint, I'm already paying both of you, and then I gotta continuously pay Derek White, who's gonna be making like $35 million in the next couple years. Like his contract is going. His contract is going up, bro. I think next year is like $29 million, and next year is gonna be $31.2 million. Next one's gonna be 35. It's going up.
Boston, that's not Boston.
Yeah, it is. It is their fault, but that's why they're trying to get rid of it. Because in their eyes, the mission's done. We accomplished what this squad was supposed to do. If they didn't win the chip last year,
yeah,
then this team would have stuck together. But since they won the chip, it's time. It's like, all right, we're done. The mission's done. Tatum is out. We got to rebuild around him now. So we just go, and he's out here. So it's time for us to draft pick, players. Let's go.
Oh man, I hate that so much for them.
I don't like it either, but that's their motive. That's their mission now.
It's like the thing is with these deals. That's why I'm saying, like, what's his name is going to get traded in the future due to the fact that he has that Kyrie. He's going to get traded in the future due to the fact that his the way his contract is constructed. Somebody's going to be willing to take on that much money. Just like how when they gave him that contract for Derek White in Boston, somebody's going to be willing to take on that money for Derek White because of what he can do and bring to the team. Hopefully it might be a contender, or it might be a team that's rising to be a contender. You never know. Look what happened with OKC. It took Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein for them to go to the chip.
Yeah.
And win.
Yeah.
It's you just don't know. Like the NBA is just so unpredictable to a certain degree. It's like when you think you know, but you don't, and then they flip the script on you. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up on an hour and 7 minutes. Like I said, we had a great discussion in what we did talk about. I wish we could talk about it further. Or next week we'll definitely talk about it further. The season's over, but we're still gonna be here talking about hoops, but other sports in there as well too. Baseball's going on. Football is gonna be coming up soon, right before the NBA season starts. We got the NBA Summer League trade deadlines are still coming on. So there's a lot more to get into. A lot more to get into. We might have a guest next week. Oh, we got a guest coming up. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna my boy T Germ. We're gonna see if he's gonna join next week. But but yeah. Josh, is there anything that you want to tell the people? Like anything that we reviewed, anything that was
not real. Appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. Prince, Cam, Mo.
Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat
community. I can't pronounce this motherfucking name right now.
I just say, hey, yo, Midday. Just say Midday.
Appreciate y'all, man. Kaisen, appreciate everybody that was in the chat box. Everybody just lurking around. Do it for y'all. We appreciate the love, support. Y'all the best community we got, man.
Yes, and it's
definitely tune in next week. We'll try to get some more content out because we know it is summer now. All season to start. We'll try to get some stuff out, even with some. If it's not gonna be live, it'll be short episodes. Maybe we'll talk about some other stories in baseball, football. But definitely keep your notifications on. Hit that like, follow, and subscribe button. Go follow us on our socials. Show them I'm gonna have you finish it off, bro.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Josh gave you the whole rundown right there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Let me take my hood off so you can really feel me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You're helping us get to 100 followers right now. Like I said, we at 93. I don't know who unsubscribed the other day, but it's all right. I don't be watching, but I be watching. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up, baby.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, pass, bro. We getting the ski mask, bro. Let's go. Get your shiesties, bro. Get the shiesties.
Now it's time, bro.
Get the shiesties. Let's go.
Y'all think it's look, bro. When I say like, share, and subscribe, I mean it. Hold up, I got the wrong. There we go. When I say like, share, and subscribe, I mean it. Don't be playing with me, son. I be seeing it. I be just like this, looking at the computer, trying to figure it out. Who just yo, all right, let me stop fucking around with people. All right, no, for real, yo.
Before we get reported.
No, that's what I'm like. Wait, let me chill. It's like, he's dangerous. Hey, like I said, this is ATB Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast. ATB Josh is in the building, and ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Don't forget to like, share,